Hello folks, and welcome to a brand new tactics video by me, Tactical Mac 7 on YouTube. This is a Mac Tactics, and today we have the 4-2-3-1 wide, or 2, depending on which way you look at it. I think it used to be 2, I think it's now wide. You know, it says 2 down the bottom, so we'll stick with that. And this one is a little bit more traditional from the one I put out earlier on this week, the 4-2-3-1 narrow. This one is just more about playing in a much more structured way. No players kind of like moving positions and stuff. Just good old fashioned pass, move, score, which I like. This is a formation I never really used in previous years. I never really liked it, but this year because of wingers, it's and wide midfielders, it's actually quite viable and quite. I do enjoy it, and I'll probably use it this. I'll probably use it on one of my accounts this weekend league. Either this one or my other one. Probably my other one. This one I'll probably use the other 4-2-3-1 narrow. But this one is really about this core. You're attacking 6. Attacking 5. So your attacking 5 are your deep line playmaker, who's not on defend, I don't think. Your inside forward, your advanced forward, your playmaker, and your winger. Then you have your defense, which isn't overly defensive. We do have a wing back. And we do have a holding midfielder. So we're not about like total defense. We want each player to hold their position within the formation, which is quite nice. Nice wee change. So let's get into team management and have a look. There's the code and there's the name, TacMac7A, mine. Let's get into it. We have, is that not a funny code? Shago. We have tactical custom. We've got the formation 4-2-3-1 wide. See, we've got the build-up style balanced, and we've got defensive approach high. I like high. You can go down to 50. You can go down lower than that if you want, but I quite like high. In the player roles, we have Morgan on the advanced forward with a focus on attack. Abalai on playmaker balanced. We have Swanson on winger and attack. We have Rodman on inside forward and balanced. So a lot of this formation attacks down the left-hand side. Another one of those ones. Matuidi on holding and defend, and Pirlo on deep line playmaker and roaming. And he actually scores an absolute banger of a goal. You'll see in the third game. Walker's on fullback and defend. Van Dijk's defender and defend. King is defender and defend. And my left back is on wing back and balanced. Buffon is on goalkeeper and defend. So what you will see from this is the defensive shape. And then you'll see the attacking shape is this. I know, weird, right? So Rodman will push up higher than that and becomes a bit like a second striker. And because of that, Abalai moves a little bit left, not much. Swanson and my left back produce this left attacking side. Swanson will go inside a little bit to let the left back overlap. Matuidi and Pirlo, they will push up quite high at times. Well, Pirlo will push up quite high at times because he's roaming. Matuidi kind of holds that nice defensive line, which gives you a nice defensive back 4. King, Van Dijk and Walker. The left back does take a little bit of time to get back, and you can see a little bit of a gap there at times, but it's nothing you have to worry about because of the AI speed of getting back. Buffon, it's just on goalkeeper and defend. I have played him on sweeper. I really don't see the difference, if I'm honest. But he's got the role plus, so I'll leave him on that. And that is the team. That's lineup. There it is again. This is a good fun system to play, and I hope you guys like the gameplay because yeah, it was fun. It's something I've never used before, a formation I've never used, so that was really good. So let's get into some gameplay and have a look. Like, subscribe, and comment. We just hit 2,000 subs, which is absolutely amazing. And like, to give you some context, I've not been doing this a year yet. I started this off in January, I think it was, so nearly a year. We're very close. And I set myself the target of getting either monetized or getting close to monetized by the end of a year. If I didn't have anything by the end of the year, I was going to give it up. But you guys have constantly liked the stuff I've put out. You've constantly watched it. And you've consistently given me great feedback. Right at the start, you gave me great feedback. You're still giving me great feedback on here and on X. I have a TikTok set up now, but I'm obviously taking a little bit of time to filter stuff into that because it's just a big time commitment. But I will do, and we'll get there with that too, because the support you guys have given me has been absolutely amazing. Big shout out to all you guys who followed me from the start, from the hub guys, from the help from QR, from Pirate, from Bartel, from everyone there, from the podcast I did with Doc. If you haven't had a chance to see listen to that, go onto my X and you'll find it in comments there, mentions there. Fat Doc. You can search him up on X as well. He's doing a weekly podcast. He says weekly. He's the same age as me, so it's taking him a bit of time to get these things done. But go give him a listen. It's very good. Yeah, let's get into some gameplay. Right, let's get into some gameplay analysis. So, first team will come up against Mbappe and Morgan up front, Rashford on the wing, Petit in the middle. Yeah, it's a good team. And it's one of the teams you've got to watch out for, because typically someone running this team will be quite a decent player. So, we start off. Oh, don't be jittery. It's not done this in ages. We start off we're just feeling out this team, because you just don't know. So I'm making safe passes. I'm using the spaces. You can see my left back is a wee bit higher up. Abelay's quite deep there. You see the inside position that Rodman's taking up. Pirlo's higher up. He's just roaming. Lovely wee dink ball out towards Swanson. Chip into the middle. Morgan, who's ridiculously good all round, I always feel. But people underestimate how good she is in the air. We don't get it though. But we're in. Nice ball to Rodman there. Wee fake shot. Just takes us a wee bit too close to the keeper. And Alisson's a good keeper. So, we go again. Ball into the middle. See how high the defence sits. So it's a high line. Here he's got the run on me, but my left back gets there. Rafinha. All we've done at this point is stop him. Now, the bit I'm worried about here, you can see my defence. My defence is there. And 2 CDMs, they're back. So I'm happy with the shape of my team. Like I have there. He's got 4 players, and they're all. You can see here, there's no one on the right side of his team. Right, Rashford is way back here. So I don't know what role Rashford's playing right here. It's a bit strange. You can see Guti is so high up and Petit sitting there. So it's just a little bit of a strange one. But this is a danger man, obviously. Mbappe's got a clear run through. So I'm worried about that at this point. That's why I've grabbed King. And I'm running back. And King gets the ball. So we were lucky there. Immediately we put it out to the right hand side because I noticed there was a big gap. We drill the ball in. We've got Rodman on the overlap. Right now we're laughing. Little ball into Abelai. Finesse shot from the edge of the box. Boom. First goal. That all comes about from registering that on the side of the pitch there was a massive gap. Gave me time to play. So, here we're just getting past Guti, making sure we're with space. We've seen the run from Rodman. We find it. We dink to the back post. Morgan's there with the header. Totally underrated for our heading ability. So we get started again. We've scored 2 quick goals, so we're laughing. We go back to the keeper. Come out to the left back, inside to Matuidi. And that all came about because I took the time just to pass the ball about my midfield and look at where the gaps were appearing on his team. That's what I did. Now I'm just zipping the ball about. This is what you can do when you've got a really structured team. You know where the players are going to be, and Rodman scores in. Well, I'll bring it back probably 20 seconds. So here we're just pinging the ball about, and I'm looking for the gap. I'm looking for where I can get a run on. And at this point, my immediate thought here, I'm going to go yellow this time. My immediate thought here is I wanted to play the ball in here. I wanted to try and get Morgan on the run round the defender and play the ball inside. It doesn't work. That's why I recycle back to Pirlo, and then I see this run from Rodman, and it's a great run. A really good run. There, and I can drill the ball in. And people like Pirlo, when you've got players like Pirlo on your team, you can make those passes high passing stats. You see it there again. It says driven pass into feet. And those sorts of players, can really do that well. I'm just going to pause it on this team so you can see, because there's one player I want to highlight in this team. Here. Ugh. For goodness sake, it was too quick. I can't get him. So we go off. It's Nunez. It's that stupid Nunez card. I hate it. I hate it. This guy had loads of heroes on their team, so they must have been on quite well in Weekend League. We get straight through on goal, and I was a bit like, what is happening? Everything's going a bit weird. You can see the graphics look a bit weird as well, and I always feel like that's an indication that perhaps something isn't quite right with the game. So anyway, he's got Ziraberto in midfield. He goes outside to Lizarazu in his left back position, who's really high up the park. Back to Ziraberto. Oberdorf. Into Lampard. Matuidi comes across and outpowers him, but somehow I'll lose the ball. Gets the ball to Darwin Núñez. This target forward SBC card that I've not done, but I might do. Still annoying me, even now. Lazarus comes inside. You see, we've had to defend quite a lot here, and that's fine. You see, our back four is in a nice shape. Our two central defensive midfielders are a bit narrow, but you can see Morgan on the advanced forward role will always be on the last line of defence. Always. That's why pros use it. Always there. Inside forward and winger taking up the same position because the roles are only really relevant to the attacking phase. So because we've not got the ball, they're in their nice defensive phase. Same with Abalai, sitting in the middle of the park where she should be. We're liking that. We get going again. Poor ball by Lampard. Virgil picks it up, gets it to Rodman. Abalai has a wee bit of room. I go backwards because I couldn't see a decent pass going forwards. And I'm just kind of using the ball safely. And that's a big, big thing. That will make the difference between you and a lower division player, is how you use the ball and how you protect it. And we'll see how this goal comes about. Drilled the ball into Morgan, lay off to Pirlo, dink over the top for Rodman, square the ball to Morgan. And that's the advanced forward role and the inside forward role kind of combining there to work really well. People will tell you roles don't make a difference. They massively do. Just for positioning. It's attacking, it's AI. It's not anything to do with when you've got the player or when you're in your defensive quarter. It's only to do with your attacking. Get the ball into Morgan there again. That comes from my winger staying wide, and I'm able to dink the ball in, cross ball in there. Lovely position taken up by Morgan. That's the end of the second game. Forgot to get the team for the third game. But again, we drill the ball into the middle, give it to Rodman. We're looking for that run of Morgan. We have to check back. He's controlling his CDMs. There's a weird slide tackle there though that puts him out of position. We try and be fancy. Doesn't work. That Bremer card still kills me. Lookman in the middle. It's looking like a 4-2-3-1. With Viali up front. So we get the ball out to Rodman. We try and swing the ball massively out to our winger. We see how high up our left backs come on the inside lap, on the underlap? Whatever it is. Rodman, find a nice position. Create a wee bit of space. Abalai. Nice shot from distance, but keeper makes a good save. From the corner, we go short. Back to Pirlo, and we try and whip it into the back post. King's out muscled, but falls to Matuidi. Who, I don't know if anyone remembers Matuidi playing, but he was never the most attacking of a players. Didn't score that many goals, and certainly didn't do anything with his right foot. There, that's just poor play by me. This is one of the things I should say to you. I'll point out my mistake. Not done one in a while. So there, I try and anticipate that he's going to make a lunge and I'm going to get past him. He doesn't. Here, I never should have taken his touch inside. I should have gone back, I think, at this point. Because I was just running into space, running into people. There's no way of me making that work. Lookman, it's a lovely ball. Lovely ball. I was lucky to get onto that. Dink the ball into Walker, to Virgil. There, you see how I take that moment. This is one of the things that I don't think enough people do. When I play this ball to Virgil here, I'm looking at my radar now. I'm watching my radar. I'm seeing I could have gone out here, but I go inside first. I'm looking to see where my players are. This is the problem with advanced forward. She's offside. I can't play the ball long. Not going to play the ball long, but advanced forward always for me tends to be in on the last shoulder, and that works in this formation, and it works a lot. But it's always one of those things I worry about. So Pirlo brings it forward. Abalai. I've got space on the left, the right. Go right. We skill move to try and find some space. Circle back in to Pirlo. Pirlo's on the edge of the area. We do a little shimmy. And then boom. And that's what players like Pirlo do. I love this card. Didn't think I would. Didn't think he was going to be my type of player. But oh my god, I love that card. Lookman brings it forward. Then we're just kind of covering the spaces. Virgil van Dijk's tight on the attacker. We get a wee bit lucky there. He probably should have won that tackle. And then he brings me down. But the cynical challenge. And I get up and I keep playing the ball. It's not like I just give up. But they give the penalty. I think it's a yellow card. I think it's a red card. Yeah. Pirlo over the penalty. And he saves it. How often do I go left? I never go left. But that's it. Ends it there. And that's us done. So there's the formation. There's how it plays. Nice and wide. Lots of space. It's about you picking the right passes, protecting the ball, using the ball properly, and playing a nice structured game. Very different to the one I put out on Tuesday. But hopefully this is feasible for a lot of you guys, and hope you like this. Again, that's another formation. I didn't play it last year, didn't play it the year before that. But this year, I like it, and I'll probably put more videos like this going forward with this formation. Yeah, let's get into the roundup. Okay, there we go. That was 3 games, some cracking goals, some really nice passing. You see how wide and expansive it is. You see how the left back pushes up but doesn't get caught out of position. You've seen how Rodman pulled in, how Swanson stayed wide, how Abalai was that linking person, how Pirlo was able to be free roaming, and how that roaming works so well on that position, and how Matuidi was just that defensive wall that we needed. You've seen King and Van Dijk do their thing, and Walker fill in as that nice little third defender. Yeah, I think my team is needing some upgrades. I think Black Friday stuff will bring that, hopefully. And we'll see what we get with it. I might play a weekend league this week just to see the new rewards. We will see. Never played it last week. But if you guys are still playing, you're still enjoying it, brilliant. Keep playing this game, having fun with it. If you're not enjoying it, play something else for a little while. It's always good to have a break and you can come back. But yeah, catch you guys in the next video. Catch ya.